Hey, what's up, MD? This is IFBB Pro Chris Tuttle. I just turned pro at the Nationals light heavyweight this past November. In the off season now, kind of taking a little bit of a break. Been kind of taking it easy for the last 3 months. I probably have never really been 100% injury free, and I'd like to train leading up to my first pro show in spring 2015 without any injuries. So I've been staying lighter repetitions, kind of training as I feel, maybe taking a little more extra breaks, some more vacations with the wife. I want to make this a little bit different than traditional videos. A lot of people go ahead and explain in detail exactly everything they do. Just want to let everybody know that, like, genetically, I'm not, I would say, genetically durable, as so to speak. In that sense of, like, yeah, I may have some good muscle bellies and good genetics and bodybuilding to be able to do what I've done so far, but I've had a lot of injuries. I've partially torn my hamstring, I've torn the long head of my tricep, and I've torn my pec most recently back in January 2013, and I was actually planning to do USAs, and the pec tear, partial pec tear, kind of set me back, and I ended up doing North Americans, getting 5th, and then following through with Nationals. But that being said, I've never been somebody to lift heavy weight, slam heavy weight around. I've always been pretty into technique and proper form because I just get injured all the time. And a lot of the muscle injuries that I've had have been even using good form or even warming up, and things just tend to fall apart. As much as I can't thank my parents for that, thank my parents for my genetics, but in the aspect of durability, I don't have it. So I'm very cautious in how I train. A lot of the times recently I've been doing 10 to 20 repetitions on things, really focusing on the feel, trying to take other muscles out of it, trying to eliminate momentum, do pre-exhaustion exercises, anything that I can do to lessen the poundage and still stimulate the muscle. I have to say my knees have never felt this good since back when I was probably 20 years old. I've been kind of changing my leg workouts around so my knees don't take all that poundage. Because let's be honest, if you have sore joints and you're constantly getting injured, that means something. That means probably there's a lot more damage going on than you think. And if you're like that, Evan's messing with me. And if you got a lot of damage going on and you keep getting sore joints, eventually it's going to turn to arthritis. You're going to get arthritis when you're young. And I know I'm young and I'm 30, and my father's a physician, and he tells me all the time, he goes, son, I have patients come in who are 24 years old and they already have complete arthritis all in their knees from football or sports. And let me tell you, I don't want to be 40 years old not being able to bend down. And I kind of want to have longevity. So I'm letting everybody know out there, the people who do have sore joints, injured muscles, don't give up. You can work around it. You can figure out a way to stimulate the muscle to still make it grow. So even if you might have bad durability genetics like me, there is a way, and continue to do it. But as far as my workout goes, I focus obviously a lot more on incline, like everybody seems to. I started with the semi-incline bench, which Evan and I used to do a while ago, and then kind of stuck with it. It seems to put more focus on my mid-upper chest. And that's just me. I mean, when I put it on a regular incline, I usually get a little heavier weight. I just don't feel it in the upper chest like I want, and I get more of a pump in my front delt. And that's generally something that I try to stay away from is, same thing again, shoulder injuries. So I try to do whatever I can to halt or prevent any type of shoulder injuries. And I usually work backwards. I usually will start with inclines and then go to a flat and then maybe a dip. But I have to say, because of my pec tear, I haven't been able to do flies at all since January 2013. I can't even hold a 20-pound weight out to the side in a flat bench. So I kind of stick with presses and maybe even some light cables of 20 to 30 repetitions at the end. Anything I can do to kind of get blood in there. But as far as the rehab for the pec, I was lucky not to have a full rupture. It didn't swell or it didn't bruise. But the first 2 weeks that it occurred, I couldn't even put my hands together to wash them. It was that bad. I couldn't even pull the sheet over myself at night to bed. I had to like kind of Humpty Dumpty myself around the other side and grab the blanket with my right hand. So it was a slow rehab, but it started the day after, and it's come a long way. And luckily, there's no deformities, and you can't see anything, you can't tell. And which is funny is a lot of people ask me, they go, "Oh, is it your right pec that's injured?" I'm like, "No, it's the left one actually." So I'm very fortunate to have that. So I just want to make sure that I don't prevent any further tears by getting too excited with motions. And I never do bench press ever again after that. I was warming up on the bench actually when it occurred, and I didn't really have any warning signs, and I actually did an extra warm-up set to see if it would, I felt better, because everything felt kind of cold and strange. And then when I was pressing, I felt a sharp pain in the pec to the anterior delt, and I just let go of the weight completely. And I told my friend, I'm like, "Take it off." And he thought I was joking, just resting the bar in my chest. But they pulled it off, and sure enough, it was probably like a minor tear. Obviously, it wasn't a full one, and here we are now. But I just want everybody to know that you can grow muscle without lifting heavy, obnoxious weight. I know everybody's different. Some people can seem to, year after year, pound heavy weight without much damage to their joints. Well, I can't. And sometimes people got to accept the fact that that's them. They can't do that. I certainly can't, and I've come to the realization that I can't do that. And since I've actually changed my focus in my training, my physique has changed so much more. It's almost like I was spinning my wheels for years and years and years back in '09 Junior Nationals, just like lifting heavy weight and all this stuff. And now it seems like I have more hardness. Things are growing, things are more developed, and it's just, I just can't wait for the upcoming year with the way the training and my eating is going to be. But we're looking at 2015, possibly New York Pro or show before that down in Tampa. But we'll go from there. But that's generally the primary goal at this point. I start back March 1st, kind of going back a little heavier, drop the weight down to like 10 to 15 versus 15 to 20, and start getting a little heavier, getting more focused on the eating, and really buckling down. Because I've been trying to give my wife some time, because she suffered through 7 months of dieting through North Americans and Nationals, and now it's time to live the more normal life. And before I close, I just want to give a little background. I'm 30 years old. I'm a dietitian. I have my master's in nutrition. I work at a hospital as a clinical dietitian. I have my own business. I help people with weight loss, diabetes, management, celiac disease, cystic fibrosis. I have my own little bodybuilding team. I started my friends and stuff, and we kind of all support each other and help them with their preps. And it's been very busy, been very good, and just letting people know that education and we're smart in the sport too. A lot of people give us the image that we're not, like Planet Fitness, kind of trashing us every way we can. But there are people out there in this sport who are educated, much more educated than I think some of these people making these ads. And I just want to close on that note.
Okay, but just if people are trying to reach you, well, one, what's the name of your business? And two, what's the best way to get a hold of you, or how can people get a hold of you if they want to?
If you want to get a hold of me, I have an IFBB Pro Chris Tuttle on Facebook. You can contact me through there, and then through there I'll give you my email. It's nutrition4u, spelled out one word, ct@yahoo.com. My name of business is Nutrition for You LLC, and Team Evolutionary Protege is the bodybuilding portion of it. Nutrition for You is more of the general nutrition, getting fit, CrossFit, nutrition, athletic performance, and such.
Okay, well, good luck on your off-season. We look forward to seeing you in 2015 then.
All right, thanks, MD. Bye.